The man's hands shake as he places red roses on marble. His knees hit frozen ground. His breath comes fast, uneven, like something inside him is breaking all over again. The cemetery stretches silent around him, rows of headstones catching the first gray light of dawn. He doesn't pray. He doesn't look up. He just kneels there, fingers pressed against cold stone, and whispers words no one else will hear. "I'm trying, brother. I swear I'm trying." A tear slides down his cheek. He wipes it fast like shame follows grief. The headstone reads, Emerson Vale, 1979 to 2022, beloved. He adjusts the flowers. His calloused hands linger on the petals. This ritual, this promise, it's all he has left. Every Sunday, same time, same grave, same guilt eating him alive. Then he hears it. Footsteps, heels crunching frost. He freezes. A woman appears through the mist. Blonde hair whipping in the wind. Beige trench coat pulled tight around her frame. Her face is pale, hollow, like someone who stopped sleeping months ago. She stops when she sees him. Her eyes go wide. Her hand flies to her mouth. "That's my husband's grave." Her voice cracks. "Who are you?" "Hi, viewers. Kindly tell us where you're watching from and what time it is." The man stands slowly. His posture shifts. Hands slightly raised. Non-threatening. Instinct. He's done this before. Too many times. In stores. In parking lots. Anywhere a black man stands alone and someone decides he doesn't belong. "I'm not here to cause trouble," he says. His voice is calm, steady, but his jaw is tight. I knew Emerson. Not well, but enough. The woman's eyes narrow. Suspicion flickers across her face. Fear, maybe, or something worse. Something he recognizes because it's been thrown at him his whole life. "My husband never mentioned you." "He wouldn't have," the man replies. He reaches in his coat pocket. The woman tenses. Her body leans back, ready to run, but he pulls out something small. A folded piece of paper. Worn. Fingerprints smudged along the edges. He holds it out. She hesitates, then takes it. Her hands tremble as she unfolds it. It's Emerson's handwriting. She knows it instantly. The note reads, "If anything happens to me, Dorian Hale is not the threat. He's the reason I got home to you that night." Her breath catches. Her knees almost give out. She grips the paper like it's the only thing keeping her standing. Dorian doesn't move. He just watches her process it. Watches the confusion turn into something else. Something raw. "Your husband saved my little girl," he says quietly. His voice almost breaks. Hit and run. Busy street. He jumped in front of a car, like a crazy man, and pushed her out of the way. I didn't even know him. Not really. But he saved her life before I could react. He swallows hard. And when I tried to thank him, he just laughed. Said a father shouldn't have to thank another man for protecting a child. Silence. The wind picks up. The woman's lips part, but no words come. Dorian's voice drops lower. "My daughter passed away 6 months later. Different cause. Nothing anyone could save her from. But your husband gave me 6 more months with her. 6 months I would have never had." The woman covers her mouth again. Tears stream down her face. Her whole body shakes. "I didn't know," she whispers. Her voice is barely audible. "He never told me." Before Dorian can respond, an engine rumbles through the cemetery gates. An SUV rolls toward them. Navy. Expensive. 2 men step out. Suits. Corporate. Cold. The woman's face changes. Not fear. Resentment. "Not now," she mutters under her breath. The taller man approaches. His smile is sharp. Arrogant. He ignores Dorian completely. "Mrs. Vale," he says smoothly, "the board still needs your signature." Emerson left some loose ends. The woman clenches her jaw. This is not the time. The man's eyes finally flick toward Dorian. That look, that disgusted, superior, assumption-filled look every black man knows too well. Is he bothering you? Dorian's fists tighten, but he doesn't move. The woman's head snaps toward the man in the suit. "No, he's not. He was talking to me." The man smirks. "I see. Well, let's not keep you in the cold, Mrs. Vale. We wouldn't want you falling under the influence of strangers." Dorian steps back. His jaw locks. A lifetime of judgment packed into one stare. But the worst part comes next. The man leans closer to the woman and says, loud enough for both to hear, "People like him hang around cemeteries looking for opportunities." The woman's face goes pale. Dorian doesn't flinch, doesn't react, doesn't give him the satisfaction. Instead, he looks at the woman and says quietly, "I'll be back next Sunday. I come every week. If you ever want the full story, I'll tell you." Then he walks away. The woman watches him disappear into the fog, her husband's note still trembling in her hand. Who was this man her husband trusted? And what else had Emerson hidden from her? Lysandra Vale doesn't sleep that night. She sits at her kitchen table, the note spread flat in front of her. Emerson's handwriting stares back at her like a ghost. She traces the words with her fingertip, over and over, trying to make sense of it. "Dorian Hale is not the threat. He's the reason I got home to you that night." What night? What did Emerson mean? She pulls out her laptop, types his name into the search bar. Nothing. No criminal record. No social media presence. Just a few mentions in local community forums. Volunteer work. Fundraisers. Nothing that explains why her husband would write a note like this. She opens Emerson's desk drawer. His journal sits at the bottom, leather-bound, untouched since the funeral. She hasn't been able to read it. Every time she tries, the grief chokes her. But tonight, she forces herself. The pages crack open. Emerson's neat handwriting fills every line. Dates, observations, reflections. She flips through slowly. Then she stops. March 14th, 2022. Met a man today. Single father. Works 3 jobs. His daughter has the brightest smile I've ever seen. He reminded me that wealth doesn't make you valuable. Character does. Lysandra's breath hitches. She keeps reading. April 3rd, 2022. Saw him again at the community center. His daughter was playing. He watched her like she was the only thing in the world that mattered. I envy that. I want to be that kind of father. April 19th, 2022. Something happened today. A car ran a red light. A little girl was in the street. I didn't think. I just moved. Got her out of the way. The father thanked me. I told him fathers protect children. It's what we do. His name is Dorian Hale. I hope I see him again. Lysandra's hands shake. She turns the page. May 8th, 2022. Dorian's daughter passed away. I found out through the center. I didn't know what to say. I wanted to reach out, but I didn't want to intrude on his grief. I can't imagine losing a child. It would destroy me. Tears blur her vision. May 20th, 2022. I've been thinking about Dorian, about legacy, about what we leave behind. I've spent my life building wealth. But what's the point if it doesn't change anything? If it doesn't help people like him? People who work harder than I ever have and still lose everything. Lysandra wipes her eyes. She flips to the last entry. June 2nd, 2022. I've made a decision. If something happens to me, I want Dorian to have what I've built. Not the company, not the board. Him. He's the kind of man who would use it the right way. The kind of man I wish I could be. Lysandra closes the journal. Her hands are shaking so hard she can barely hold it. Emerson didn't just admire Dorian. He chose him. She stands. Her mind races. She walks to Emerson's office, the locked filing cabinet. She hasn't opened it since he died. She finds the key. Her fingers fumble with the lock. Inside, there's a sealed envelope. Her name is on it. She tears it open. A letter falls out, and underneath it, a legal document. The letter reads, "Lysandra, if you're reading this, I'm gone. And I need you to do something for me. Find Dorian Hale. Give him what's in this file. The board will fight you. Trent will fight you. But please, trust me. He deserves this. He deserves everything." Lysandra looks at the document. Her blood runs cold. It's a trust. Sealed. Notarized. Dated 3 weeks before Emerson died. Beneficiary, Dorian Hale. Value, $38 million. She gasps. Her mind spins. The board, Trent, the constant pressure to sign things. The meetings. The papers they kept shoving in front of her. They knew. They knew about this. And they hid it. What else had they hidden? And how far would they go to keep this secret buried? 5 months earlier. The street is crowded. Cars honking. People rushing. Dorian stands outside a coffee shop. His daughter, Amara, tugs his hand. Daddy, can we get hot chocolate? Her voice is small, weak, but her smile is still bright. Dorian looks down at her. 7 years old, bald from chemo, wrapped in a pink coat 3 sizes too big because she's lost so much weight. But her eyes still shine. Yeah, baby, we can get hot chocolate. They cross toward the shop. Amara skips ahead. Dorian's heart clenches. She's been sick for 2 years. The treatments aren't working anymore. The doctor stopped using the word cure. Now, they just say comfortable. He pushes the thought away. She's here. She's alive. That's enough. Then happens. A car runs the light. Fast. Too fast. Headed straight for the crosswalk. Amara steps into the street. Dorian's heart stops. He lunges, but he's too far. Then someone else moves. A man in a business suit. He doesn't hesitate, doesn't think. He sprints forward and shoves Amara hard to the side. They both tumble to the pavement. The car screeches past, misses them by inches. Dorian's legs give out. He drops to his knees. Amara is crying. The man helps her up, dusts off her coat, smiles at her. You okay, sweetheart? Amara nods. Still crying, but okay. Dorian scrambles over. He pulls her into his arms, holds her so tight she squeaks. Daddy, I'm okay. But Dorian can't speak. He's shaking. His whole body is shaking. The man stands, adjusts his tie. His hands are scraped. His pants are torn at the knee. Dorian looks up at him. Thank you. I don't know how to. The man waves him off. Don't. Fathers protect children. It's what we do. He smiles, but there's something in his eyes. Something sad. What's your name? Dorian asks. Emerson. I'm Dorian. This is Amara. Emerson crouches down, looks Amara in the eyes. You're very brave, Amara. She smiles. A real smile. Emerson stands, nods at Dorian. Take care of her. Then he walks away. Dorian watches him disappear into the crowd. He holds Amara tighter. 6 months later, she's gone. The cancer took her in her sleep. Peaceful, the doctor said. But there's nothing peaceful about losing a child. Dorian stands at her grave. The dirt is still fresh. The headstone hasn't been placed yet, just a temporary marker. He kneels. His hands press into the cold earth. I'm sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. He stays there until the sun sets. Then he remembers Emerson's words. Take care of her. He did. For 6 more months. 6 months he wouldn't have had if Emerson hadn't moved. Dorian makes a promise right there. He'll find Emerson. He'll thank him. He'll make sure he knows what he did mattered. He searches for weeks. Finally finds him through the community center. Emerson Vale, CEO, philanthropist, husband. Dorian writes him a letter. Thanks him. Tells him about Amara. About the 6 months. 2 weeks later, Emerson replies. The letter is short. Simple. Dorian, I'm glad I was there. I'm sorry for your loss. If you ever need anything, reach out. You're a good father. Don't forget that. Dorian keeps the letter. Reads it every night. Then, 3 months later, he sees the news. Emerson Vale, dead. Car accident. He was 43. Dorian's world tilts. He attends the funeral, stands in the back, watches from a distance. The widow doesn't see him. The crowd is too big, but he makes another promise. He'll visit Emerson's grave. Every Sunday, he'll honor the man who saved his daughter. He'll keep that promise, no matter what. But he never expected the widow to show up, and he never expected what she would tell him next. Trent Harwood adjusts his cufflinks. The cemetery is cold. Too cold for this conversation, but the widow insisted on coming here. Again, she's been doing this every week, kneeling at Emerson's grave like it's going to bring him back. Trent doesn't have time for grief. He has a company to run, a legacy to protect, and a $38 million problem that won't go away. His associate, Marcus, stands beside him, silent, watching. Is that him? Marcus asks. Trent's eyes lock on the black man kneeling at the grave. Flowers in his hands, tears on his face. Yeah, that's him. What's he doing here? Trent's jaw tightens. I don't know, but I don't like it. They watch as Lysandra approaches. Her face goes pale when she sees the man. She says something. The man stands, hands raised, non-threatening. Trent's stomach turns. He knows that look. He's seen it before. The widow is listening to him. believing him. "We need to go," Trent says. They walk toward the grave. Trent's smile is rehearsed. Professional. Cold. "Mrs. Vale," he says smoothly. "The board still needs your signature." Emerson left some loose ends. Lysandra doesn't look at him. This is not the time. Trent's eyes flick toward the black man. That disgusted, superior look. The look that says everything without words. "Is he bothering you?" Lysandra's head snaps toward him. "No, he's not. He was talking to me." Trent smirks. "I see. Well, let's not keep you in the cold, Mrs. Vale. We wouldn't want you falling under the influence of strangers." The black man steps back. His jaw locks, but he doesn't react. Trent leans closer to Lysandra. Just loud enough. People like him hang around cemeteries looking for opportunities. Lysandra's face goes white. The man walks away. Trent watches him leave. His mind races. This is bad. This is very bad. If Lysandra finds out about the trust, everything falls apart. The board loses control. The money goes to him, and Trent's carefully constructed plan crumbles. He can't let that happen. Marcus leans in. "What do we do?" Trent's eyes narrow. "We make sure she never finds out." Lysandra is still staring at the note in her hands. Emerson's handwriting. Trent's stomach drops. "Mrs. Vale, what is that?" She doesn't answer. "Lysandra," Trent says, voice sharper now. "What did he give you?" She folds the note, slips it into her coat pocket. "Nothing that concerns you." Trent's pulse quickens. Everything concerning Emerson's estate concerns the board. Not this. She turns and walks away. Trent watches her go. His hands clench into fists. Marcus steps closer. "She knows." "Not yet," Trent says. "But she will." He pulls out his phone, dials a number. "We have a problem. I need you to dig up everything on Dorian Hale. Criminal record, debts, anything. I don't care what it is. Find something." He hangs up. Marcus looks nervous. "And if there's nothing?" Trent's smile turns sharp. "Then we make something." But what Trent didn't know was that Lysandra had already started digging, and what she found would destroy everything he'd worked for. Dorian sits in his apartment. The walls are bare. The furniture is secondhand. The heater barely works. He wraps a blanket around his shoulders and stares at the photo on the table. Amara, smiling, her head wrapped in a bright yellow scarf, her eyes full of life. He whispers to her, "I met her today, baby. Emerson's wife. She didn't know about you. Didn't know what he did." His voice cracks. "I don't know if I should have told her. I don't know if it helped." He rubs his face. Exhausted. Broken. "I miss you. Every single day. I don't know how to do this without you." His phone buzzes. He ignores it. Then it buzzes again. And again. He picks it up. Unknown number. He almost doesn't answer. But something tells him to. "Hello." Silence. Then a woman's voice. "Mr. Hale?" "Yeah." "This is Lysandra Vale." His heart stops. "Mrs. Vale, I didn't expect to hear from you. I found something," she says. Her voice is shaking. "In Emerson's files. Something the board has been hiding." Dorian sits up straight. "What are you talking about?" "I can't explain over the phone. Can you meet me?" "When?" "Tomorrow. Same place. The cemetery." Dorian hesitates. "Are you sure? I need you to see this. I need you to understand." Her voice breaks. "Emerson chose you, Mr. Hale, and I need to know why. What did Emerson leave behind? And why was the board so desperate to keep it hidden?" Lysandra's hands won't stop shaking as she spreads the documents across Emerson's desk. Bank statements, legal filings, board meeting minutes, everything dated months before his death. She's been reading for hours. Her eyes burn. Her coffee sits cold beside her. Then she sees it. A memo. Internal. From Trent to the board. Subject: trust distribution delay. Her stomach drops. The beneficiary listed in Emerson Vale's private trust is currently unaware of the inheritance. Given the nature of the designation and potential complications regarding company assets, I recommend we postpone disclosure indefinitely. The funds can be reallocated through corporate restructuring without legal challenge if we act quickly. Lysandra reads it again. Then again. They knew. They knew from the beginning. She flips through more pages. Emails. Trent discussing containment strategies. Marcus suggesting alternative beneficiaries. The entire board signing off on burying Emerson's final wishes. Her breath comes faster. She opens another file. This one is handwritten. Emerson's notes from a meeting with his attorney. I want Dorian Hale to receive everything in Trust B. Not the company, not the board. Him. He'll know what to do with it. He'll help people the way I never could. Make sure Lysandra understands why. Tears blur her vision. Emerson trusted Dorian more than his own board. More than the people he'd worked with for 20 years. She keeps digging. Another document. A draft letter Emerson never sent. Dorian, if you're reading this, it means I'm gone. I want you to know that meeting you changed everything for me. Watching you love your daughter the way you did reminded me what matters. Not money, not legacy, love, sacrifice, showing up even when it hurts. You gave me 6 months with Amara. I want to give you a chance to honor her memory by helping others who need it most. The trust is yours. Use it however you see fit. You've earned it. Lysandra covers her mouth. She never knew this side of Emerson existed. The man who stayed late at the office. The man who talked about quarterly reports and shareholder value. That man wrote this letter to a stranger who became more important than anyone realized. She closes the folder. Her decision is made. She picks up her phone, dials Dorian's number. He answers on the second ring. Mrs. Vale, I found everything, she says. Her voice is steady now, determined. And tomorrow, I'm going to make sure you get what Emerson wanted you to have. She hangs up before he can respond. Then she opens her laptop, starts drafting an email to the board. Her fingers fly across the keys. Every word sharp, every sentence deliberate. She's done being silent. She's done letting them control her. Emerson trusted Dorian, and now she does too. But as she hits send, her doorbell rings. She freezes. It's past midnight. She walks to the door, looks through the peephole. Trent stands on her porch. His face is hard, angry. Her blood runs cold. How'd he know she'd been digging? And what would he do to stop her? Trent doesn't wait for permission. He pushes the door open the moment Lysandra unlocks it. His eyes scan the room, land on the desk. The files spread everywhere. His jaw clenches. What are you doing, Lysandra? She crosses her arms, stands her ground. What I should have done months ago. Trent steps closer. His voice drops. You don't understand what you're looking at. I understand perfectly. You have my husband's trust. You lied to me. You stole from the man Emerson wanted to help. Trent's eyes flash. That money belongs to the company. Emerson was confused in his final months. Grief does that. Makes people irrational. Lysandra's laugh is bitter. Emerson wasn't confused. He was clear. Clearer than he'd ever been. And you knew it. Trent's hands ball into fists. If you give that money to some stranger, you'll destroy everything Emerson built. The company will collapse. Jobs will be lost. His legacy will be nothing. His legacy? Lysandra's voice rises. You mean your bonus? Your position? Your control? Trent's face hardens. You're making a mistake. No, you made the mistake. Thinking I wouldn't find out. She walks to the desk, picks up the trust document. Hold it up. Dorian Hale is the beneficiary. Emerson wrote it himself. Signed it. Notarized it. And tomorrow, I'm handing it to him. Trent's voice turns cold. If you do that, I'll make sure everyone knows who Dorian Hale really is. Lysandra's eyes narrow. What are you talking about? I had him investigated. Criminal record. Assault charges from 10 years ago. Dropped but still on file. He's not the saint you think he is. Lysandra doesn't flinch. Emerson knew who Dorian was, and he still chose him. Emerson was a fool. The words hang in the air. Lysandra steps forward. Her voice is ice. Get out of my house. Trent doesn't move. You're going to regret this. Get out. He stares at her for a long moment, then turns and walks to the door. Stops. Looks back. If you go through with this, you'll lose everything. The board won't let you stay on. They'll freeze your accounts. They'll drag Emerson's name through the mud. Is that what you want? Lysandra's voice doesn't waver. I want to honor my husband. Something you never cared about. Trent slams the door behind him. Lysandra stands alone in the silence. Her hands shake, but her resolve is stronger than ever. She picks up her phone. Texts Dorian. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Bring nothing. Just yourself. She hits send, and she locks every door in the house because she knows Trent won't stop, and she knows this is only the beginning. But what she didn't know was that Trent had already set his plan in motion, and by morning, everything would explode. Dorian arrives at the cemetery before sunrise. The air is sharp, cold. His breath fogs as he walks through the gates. He sees Lysandra standing at Emerson's grave. She's holding an envelope. Her face is pale, exhausted, but determined. He approaches slowly. Mrs. Vale. She turns. Her eyes are red, like she's been crying, or hasn't slept. Maybe both. Thank you for coming. Dorian nods. He doesn't know what to say, doesn't know what she's about to tell him. She holds out the envelope. This is yours. He stares at it, doesn't take it. What is it? Everything Emerson wanted you to have. Before she can explain, tires screech behind them. Dorian's head whips around. An SUV, black, moving fast. It skids to a stop near the entrance. Trent jumps out. Marcus right behind him. Two other men Dorian doesn't recognize. Trent's face is red, furious. Lysandra, stop. She doesn't move. It's too late. Trent stalks toward them. His eyes lock on Dorian. Pure hatred. He spits. You think you can just take what doesn't belong to you? Dorian's muscles tense. He doesn't respond. Lysandra steps between them. It does belong to him. Emerson made sure of it. Trent laughs. Sharp. Cruel. Emerson was dying when he wrote that. He wasn't thinking straight. He was thinking clearer than you ever have. Trent's hand shoots out, grabs for the envelope. Lysandra jerks it back. Don't touch it. Trent lunges again. Dorian moves without thinking. Steps forward, blocks Trent's path. His voice is low, controlled. Back up. Trent's eyes narrow. Or what? You'll assault me? Add another charge to your record. Dorian doesn't flinch. I'm not looking for a fight, but you need to leave her alone. Marcus steps forward, pulls out his phone. I'm calling the police. This man is threatening us. Lysandra's voice cuts through. No, you're not. She pulls out her own phone, holds it up, because I've already sent everything to my attorney. The trust, the emails, the board meeting minutes where you all agreed to hide this. If you call the police, I'll make sure every news outlet in the state knows what you did. Trent freezes. His jaw works. His hands shake with rage. You're making a mistake. Lysandra's voice is steel. The only mistake was trusting you. She turns to Dorian, hands him the envelope. Take it. Dorian hesitates, then takes it. His hands are steady, but his heart is racing. Trent takes a step forward. His voice drops to a hiss. If you walk away with that, I'll destroy you. Both of you. Lysandra meets his eyes. Try. She slaps his hand away when he reaches for the envelope again. The sound echoes through the cemetery. Touch it again, she says, voice shaking with fury. And I'll bury your career right here beside the man you tried to steal from. Trent stumbles back, shocked, humiliated. Marcus grabs his arm. Let's go. Trent jerks free, stares at Lysandra, then at Dorian. This isn't over. He turns and walks back to the SUV. The engine roars. They speed away. Silence. Dorian looks down at the envelope. His hands tremble. What is this? Lysandra's voice is soft now. Gentle. Open it. He does. Inside is a letter, and underneath it a legal document. He reads the letter first. Emerson's handwriting. Tears fill his eyes before he finishes the first paragraph. Then he sees the document. Trust agreement. Beneficiary, Dorian Hale. Value, $38 million. His knees almost give out. I don't understand. Lysandra's voice breaks. Emerson believed in you. More than anyone. He wanted you to have this. To honor Amara. To help others the way he wished he could. Dorian's hands shake. He can barely breathe. I can't accept this. You have to. It's what he wanted. But I didn't do anything to deserve it. Lysandra steps closer. Her eyes meet his. You loved your daughter. You sacrificed everything for her. You kept your promise to a man you barely knew. That's more than most people ever do. Dorian's tears fall freely now. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. Just promise me you'll use it the way Emerson would have wanted. He nods, unable to speak. Lysandra places her hand on his shoulder. Thank you for loving my husband's memory the way you did. But as they stood at Emerson's grave, neither of them noticed the car parked across the street, or the man inside taking photos. 3 days later, Dorian sits in a lawyer's office. The walls are lined with law books. The desk is polished mahogany. Everything screams money, power, a world Dorian never belonged to. The lawyer, Mrs. Keisha Bradford, slides papers across the desk. Sign here and here. This transfers the trust into your name. Dorian stares at the papers. His pen hovers over the signature line. Are you sure this is legal? That they can't take it back? Mrs. Bradford smiles. Professional. Confident. It's airtight. Emerson Vale's wishes are clear. The board has no legal claim. They can try to challenge it, but they'll lose. Dorian signs. His hand shakes. Mrs. Bradford notarizes the documents. Hands him a copy. Congratulations, Mr. Hale. You're now the beneficiary of one of the largest private trusts in the state. He doesn't feel congratulations. He feels overwhelmed, terrified, unworthy. What do I do now? Mrs. Bradford leans back in her chair. Whatever you want. It's yours. Dorian leaves the office in a daze. The envelope with the signed documents feels heavy in his hand, like it weighs more than paper should. He walks to his car, sits behind the wheel, stares at the envelope. Then his phone rings. Lysandra. Dorian, have you seen news? His stomach drops. No. What? Trent leaked the story. He's telling everyone you manipulated Emerson, that you took advantage of a grieving man. Dorian's chest tightens. What? He's claiming you befriended Emerson knowing he was wealthy, that you lied about your daughter to gain his trust. Dorian can't breathe. That's not true. None of that is true. I know, but it's spreading. Fast. Dorian's hands grip the steering wheel. What do I do? Lysandra's voice is steady. We fight back. Together. I'm holding a press conference tomorrow. I'm going to tell the truth. About Emerson. About you. About what the board tried to hide. Are you sure? They'll come after you. Let them. I'm done being quiet. Dorian exhales slowly. Thank you. Don't thank me yet. This is going to get worse before it gets better. She hangs up. Dorian sits in silence. Then he looks at the envelope again. He thinks about Amara, about Emerson, about the promise he made. He's not going to let Trent win. He's not going to let them destroy what Emerson built. He starts the car and drives to the cemetery. When he arrives, he walks to Emerson's grave, kneels, places his hand on the headstone. I don't know if I can do this, brother, but I'm going to try. For you, for Amara, for everyone who's been told they don't deserve a chance. He stands, and for the first time since losing his daughter, he feels something close to hope. But the real battle was just beginning, and tomorrow, the world would hear the truth. The press conference room is packed. Cameras, reporters, microphones everywhere. Lysandra stands at the podium. Dorian sits beside her. His heart pounds in his chest. Trent stands in the back, arms crossed, smirking. Lysandra clears her throat. Begins. My husband, Emerson Vale, was a man of integrity. He believed in using his wealth to create opportunity. Not hoard it, not control it, but give it to those who needed it most. The room is silent. Before he died, he created a trust intended for a man who saved our family in ways I never knew. A man who taught him what true character looks like. She gestures to Dorian. This is Dorian Hale, and my husband wanted him to inherit everything in that trust. Not because of manipulation, not because of deceit, but because Emerson saw in him what the rest of the world refused to see. Worth, dignity, honor. A reporter raises her hand. Mrs. Vale, the board claims Mr. Hale took advantage of your husband's grief. Lysandra's eyes flash. The board lied. They hid the trust. They tried to steal what Emerson designated for Dorian. And when I found out, they threatened me. Murmurs ripple through the room. Another reporter speaks up. Mr. Hale, how do you respond to allegations that you befriended Mr. Vale for financial gain? Dorian leans forward. His voice is quiet, but firm. I didn't know Emerson was wealthy when he saved my daughter's life. I didn't know anything about him except that he risked everything to protect a child. My child. And when I tried to thank him, he told me fathers protect children. That's what they do. His voice cracks. My daughter died 6 months later, but Emerson gave me 6 more months with her. 6 months I wouldn't have had. I didn't ask for money. I didn't ask for anything. I just wanted to honor his memory. The room is silent. Dorian continues. Emerson chose me for reasons I still don't understand. But I'm not going to let his decision be twisted into something ugly. I'm going to use what he gave me to help people. Kids who need medical care. Families who can't afford rent. People the system has forgotten. He looks directly at the cameras. That's what Emerson wanted. And that's what I'm going to do. Trent steps forward. His voice cuts through the room. This is a publicity stunt. You're both lying. Lysandra pulls out a folder. Holds it up. This is the trust agreement. Notarized. Legal. Signed by Emerson 3 weeks before his death. And these are emails from the board discussing how to hide it. She tosses the folder onto the podium. If anyone's lying, it's you. Trent's face goes red. He turns and storms out. The room erupts. Questions flying. Cameras flashing. Lysandra raises her hand. That's all for today. Thank you. She steps away from the podium. Dorian follows. Outside, the air is cold. Clean. Lysandra turns to him. You did it. Dorian shakes his head. We did it. She smiles. A real smile. The first he's seen from her. Emerson would be proud. Dorian looks up at the sky. Thinks about Amara. About Emerson. About everything that led to this moment. I hope so. Lysandra places her hand on his shoulder. I know so. They stand in silence. Two people brought together by grief. By loss. By a man who believed in quiet justice. And for the first time in a long time, Dorian believes he deserves to be here. Not because of what he has, but because of who he is. This is karma. This is justice. This is humility defeating greed. 2 years later, Dorian stands in front of a building he never imagined he'd own. The sign above the entrance reads, Amara's Place, Community Center, and Medical Fund. The letters are painted in bright yellow. Her favorite color. He takes a breath. His hand rests on the door handle. Inside, he can hear voices. Children laughing. Parents talking. Life happening the way it should. He pushes the door open. The lobby is warm. Colorful murals cover the walls. Kids running between rooms. A receptionist smiles at him from behind the desk. Mr. Hale, they're waiting for you in the conference room. He nods, walks down the hall. His footsteps echo on polished floors. Every step feels surreal. Like he's walking through someone else's life. But this is his life now, and he's finally learning to accept it. He enters the conference room. A long table, chairs filled with people. Lysandra sits at the far end. She waves. Next to her is Mrs. Bradford, his attorney. Across from them are 3 board members. New ones. People Lysandra handpicked after cleaning house at Vale Enterprises. Dorian takes his seat. Sorry I'm late. Lysandra smiles. You're never late. You're always exactly where you need to be. They dive into business. Updates on the medical fund. Families helped. Bills paid. Surgeries covered. The numbers are staggering. In 2 years, they've helped over 300 families. Kids who couldn't afford treatment. Parents who were drowning in medical debt. People who thought the system had forgotten them. Dorian listens, takes notes, asks questions, but his mind keeps drifting. He thinks about the first family he helped. A single mother with a son who needed heart surgery. She cried when he told her the fund would cover everything. She kept asking why. Why would a stranger help her? He didn't know how to explain it. So he just said, because someone helped me once, and I promised to pass it forward. After the meeting, Lysandra pulls him aside. Walk with me. They step outside. The sun is setting. The sky painted in oranges and purples. They walk in silence for a while. Then Lysandra speaks. I got a letter yesterday. From Trent. Dorian's jaw tightens. What did he want? To apologize. Dorian stops walking. What? Lysandra nods. He lost everything. The board fired him. His wife left. He's broke, living in a studio apartment. And he wrote to say he was sorry. For everything. Dorian doesn't know what to say. Do you believe him? Lysandra shrugs. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe losing everything taught him what Emerson tried to show him all along. That money doesn't make you valuable. Character does. They start walking again. Are you going to respond? I don't know yet. Part of me wants to ignore it. Part of me thinks Emerson would have wanted me to forgive him. Dorian considers this. Emerson forgave me. Lysandra looks at him. For what? For not being there fast enough. For not saving Amara myself. He didn't have to jump in front of that car. But he did. And he never once made me feel like I failed. Lysandra's eyes soften. You didn't fail, Dorian. You loved her. That's all any parent can do. They reach a bench. Sit down. The park around them is quiet. Peaceful. I still talk to her, Dorian admits. Every night, I tell her about the families we've helped. The kids who get to live because of what Emerson gave us. I like to think she knows. Lysandra reaches over, squeezes his hand. She knows. They sit in comfortable silence. Two people bound by grief, by loss, by a man who saw worth where others saw nothing. After a while, Lysandra speaks again. I'm stepping down from the board. Dorian's head snaps toward her. What? What? Because I want to work with you. Full-time, at Amara's place, running the fund, helping families. That's what Emerson would have wanted. And honestly, it's what I want too. Dorian's throat tightens. Are you sure? I've never been more sure of anything. He doesn't trust his voice, so he just nods. Lysandra stands, brushes off her coat. Come on. There's something I want to show you. They walk back to the center. She leads him to a room he hasn't been in yet. A library, shelves filled with books, tables for studying, computers along the wall. But what catches his eye is the plaque above the door. The Emerson Vale Reading Room. Lysandra's voice is soft. I wanted the kids to know his name, to know that a man believed in giving people chances, even when the world told him not to. Dorian stares at the plaque. His vision blurs. He'd love this. I know. They stand there for a long moment. Then Dorian speaks. I used to think I didn't deserve any of this. The money, the center, the chance to help people. I thought Emerson made a mistake choosing me. And now I think he chose me because he knew I'd never forget where I came from. He knew I'd use it to lift people up, not to make myself feel important, but because it's the right thing to do. Lysandra smiles. That's exactly why he chose you. Dorian takes one last look at the reading room, then turns to leave. But before he does, he places his hand on the plaque, whispers, "Thank you, brother, for everything." That night, Dorian drives to the cemetery. He parks, walks through the familiar gates. The path to Emerson's grave is worn now. He's walked it so many times. He kneels, places fresh flowers on the headstone, red and pink roses, the same ones he brought 2 years ago. I kept my promise, he says quietly. I'm raising people up the way you said. I'm doing my best. The wind picks up. The trees rustle. For a moment, Dorian swears he hears Amara's voice, whispering, telling him she's proud. He closes his eyes, lets the moment wash over him. When he opens them, he sees someone approaching. A young man, mid-20s, nervous. He stops a few feet away. Excuse me, are you Dorian Hale? Dorian stands. Yeah, that's me. The young man's eyes fill with tears. You saved my little sister's life. The medical fund. She had leukemia. We couldn't afford treatment. You covered everything. She's in remission now. Dorian's chest tightens. I'm glad she's okay. The young man steps forward, holds out his hand. I just wanted to say thank you. You gave us hope when we had none. Dorian shakes his hand, feels the weight of gratitude, of purpose. You don't have to thank me. Just pass it forward when you can. The young man nods, wipes his eyes, then walks away. Dorian turns back to the grave, kneels one more time. See that, Emerson? This is your legacy. Not the company, not the money. This, people helping people, love multiplying. That's what you built. He stands, takes one last look at the headstone. Then he walks away, not as a man carrying guilt, not as someone who lost everything, but as someone who found purpose in the ruins and learned that humility, in the end, always defeats pride.